two shut the fuck up?
Oh, with authority on that.
We
one.
are in session, gentlemen.
Oh my goodness!
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Your honorable
Hey,
fucking Governor Mayor Lou.
DDS.
We're
operating from an old Pizza Hut.
Oh, coming at you from the basement of an old Pizza Hut.
The other half is a Taco Bell.
We are Blacktooth Grin,
We are Blacktooth Grin.
doing a podcast,
Hanging out with some friends.
hanging out with some friends,
I'm
party in
so
the back.
excited, dude.
How you guys doing?
Oh, we got a party.
Fuck yeah, we got a party.
Homies and honeys. Homies and honeys.
Is
We
that
do, we
the
got
album name?
Homies and honeys. I'd buy that album.
Yeah, buy it.
But it has to say like Blacktooth Grin presents Homies and Honeys. What the fuck
Yeah,
kind of
man.
shit
Get
is
Just
this?
trying to get comfortable.
Get comfy.
I don't think that's
Sorry about that,
No.
Spotify listeners.
No boundaries. No boundaries here.
it's I feel like it's been a hot minute since we sat down and chatted.
It is.
We're trying to reduce this thing down to once every other week.
Yeah.
At least until we get done recording this fucking new album.
We are. We're on the home stretch. Of something pretty damn
boys.
neat.
We are
Well,
7 songs deep into a brand new album for y'all's.
How many think we're gonna do?
50 or 60, I'd say at
Yeah,
least.
so we're close.
We're
So-
real
so
close.
they fit
Next
on
couple of weeks.
Fucking way you've been writing.
Yeah,
No
fun.
shit. It just doesn't stop.
It does not, man. And you don't lick a gift horse in the face or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't
Yeah,
twinkle your muffin.
can't-
What are the ones you say
When-
hi? You have the
when
best.
the-
Two
Life.
two pies don't make a lemon meringue.
When life gives you lemons, you make AIDS. Or something like that. I don't know.
Honey, I don't think AIDS is the...
No? That's
No.
not the one?
No, I didn't.
No.
I hope it doesn't make it because I've had 2 lemons before.
When life gives you lemons, you give lemons AIDS. Is that the one?
We did not make it 45 seconds into this episode without saying AIDS 4 times.
Right, we did.
Ah, fuck it.
Welcome back to the show, everyone.
This is why we took a week off. We had to come up with content this fucking good. You know what I mean?
You guys tuned in to hear us talk
When
about
you, when you
AIDS.
skip a week and you really sit down and write and think and study, AIDS
That's the one that always
You know
seems to
what?
come back.
Just always comes back.
always comes
In the
back.
comedy world, they say when all else fails,
Talk about AIDS.
write about AIDS. Jesus Christ.
You guys have a good week?
No. Not really.
Why the fuck not?
Well, just I had to be alive.
Ah,
I did my best, though,
you got that going.
You look
against
like you're doing okay. I mean,
if that's what you want to call it.
Some assholes throwing away his work tools this week.
Oh, God damn
What?
it.
I did a bad thing. I didn't mean to.
You did it?
Well, I was taking out the garbage yesterday, and there was, the garbage on this side and some broken ass drywall buckets and whatnot on this side, and they were all grouped together really tightly. And so I threw them all in the Ranger and took them down into the garbage. And
oh boy.
turned out one of Jeremy's very, very important things was part of that all
Was
down
it
the garbage.
recovered?
Was it
It
one
was
of your
not
knives?
recovered.
No, we'll fix it though. We'll fix it.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. The boss listens to this episode. I'll be getting a text Saturday morning for sure.
Yeah, when you take
Thanks for bringing that up.
when you take
Steve, settle down. Okay, settle down.
that was the Governor Mayor Lou. Steve, none of the rest of us, we know better.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's talk about anything else.
Yeah, how about we talk about the mini bike races? Season kicked off last night.
Mini bikes, prepare to hear about that for the next 6 fucking months.
Man, my hips are sore like an NFL team ran the train on me last night.
Good God.
Again?
Again.
I hate when an NFL team runs a train on me.
Now, first season opener mini bikes was last night, and our party in the back today has our friend Dylan, who won his
His
first
very first wooden
wooden
nickel.
nickel last
Boy,
night.
Dylan. Attaboy.
And
And
Zach.
our bro Zach, who just
Bro
kind
Zach.
of
He's-
came in and
he's-
sharked us.
He's
with,
fairly new to motorcycles.
yeah. How do you
So,
work this motorcycle? He walked away with 3 nickels, so he's the current season leader.
Beginner's luck, I guess.
Wow. Well,
You fucking tricked us. That's what you fucking did. You tricked us. I already knew.
it was a lot of fun.
Pretty damn fun.
Fucking woke up with a headache and a bruised elbow. So
Oh man.
mini bike season's back in effect. Look, I really did get a bean.
Yeah, you fucking shed blood, dude. Race 1, shed
No,
blood.
I was running from Zach, and I beefed it, and I picked that bike up like a fucking ninja and took off. Even Zach was like, I did not expect you to pick that fucking thing up that quick.
Actually,
We gotta
those-
go.
those
Stay
of
down,
us that-
motherfucker, stay down.
Those of us that sat the race out were very impressed with how fast you picked that bike up. Like I
Well,
witnessed
there
it.
was something in my brain that was like everyone's looking, and I went full like fucking water boy. Fucking-
Well, they're heavy too. They're like 80 pounds.
well, and I'm old and heavy,
Yeah.
so I'm like
Each year
180
hurts,
pounds.
hurts a
Fuck
little
yeah.
more to bounce yourself off the.
Oh, dude, every time I hit it, it hurts harder than the one before.
Yeah, I'm
Dylan
getting
got
worried about
first
getting
beef
hurt.
of the season though. Beefed it during a practice run.
Yeah, we didn't
Ooh,
even
you
get
did?
started.
Wadded
Oh,
his ass up out there.
Jesus.
I was fucking trying to fix one of Billy's bikes, and I just looked over at the time. I saw Dylan fucking ass over tea kettle, straight up yard selling it. You know,
Fuck yeah, dude.
good job. That's how you race. If you're not wrecking, you're not trying hard enough.
You're taking them time trials a little
You
too
know,
seriously.
you guys should call it, so you like have a big race like mid-season
Yeah.
and call it Baby Billy fucking Biker Bonkers.
Yes.
Burnouts.
Yeah.
Baby Billy's biker, baby burnout bonkers,
I love it.
Baby
Yeah.
Bonker Billy.
Bible bonker.
Billy Bunker Baby
Tinges.
Rubber Baby Buggy Bumpers.
8 ball and $2 million. God
Is that so much to ask for?
damn, I love that show. If you
can't
guys
wait
at
for
home
it.
haven't watched Righteous Gemstones, you're
Yeah.
just what do you?
How about you, Party in the Back? Have you seen it?
Of course.
Yeah.
We Party in the
It's
Back.
fucking good, man.
While we watch Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm-
that was a hard right. Sorry, from mini biking to Righteous Gemstones.
Well,
Well,
with Baby
what's
Billy,
better?
Biber, Bonker, Baby Bonker.
Okay. Are we
So
good?
I think our 50th episode, I want to do it live from the mini bike races, and that's what that episode should be called.
I like it.
It'll be loud.
Oh yeah.
It'll sound like us screaming over the top
Do you
of
know
a lot
the
of brab, brab.
Yeah, do you know the
I could-
logistical fucking
I could-
nightmare of trying to record an episode during a mini bike race?
I'll do my best to get
Yeah.
play-by-play.
Yes.
Can like seriously have somebody with wireless on?
Oh yeah.
Giving
We talk about
in race fucking.
Oh, yeah.
I just love the idea of it's like, hey, you're in third. How do you feel?
In race, in race commentary, as Jeremy's chasing down Hyatt or vice versa.
Just
Sorry,
on
Hyatt,
the
you know.
track with a microphone and an old tape recorder.
yeah.
Get
Lou,
the fuck out of the way.
The challenge is the chords. That's
Yeah.
the
yeah, Lou, you just need to stand in front of whoever's in first place and stop them mid race to interview them.
You're doing really
Yeah,
great in
yeah.
this race. How do
If-
you feel?
If I'm in
how
second.
do you think everything's going?
Yeah.
I want your best, like 1930 sports announcer voice. They're like, here, look, he's going around the track. Oh shit, he ate shit. Crashed into fucking Dylan because Dylan fucking crashed too.
What do they
Something-
call that? The
Transatlantic.
Transatlantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very specific dialect.
Yep. Yeah. You're fucking doing it.
Okay.
Who decided that was the way that everybody on the radio had to talk back then?
Like everybody in movies and everybody talked like that. I think it was there's a reason for it, and I just delved into it enough to learn that there's actually a name for it.
Get out of here, kid. You bother me.
Here we are at the Baby Billy Biker Bonkers 300. How it's gonna be?
Oh shit! Wait, Lou, do it again. Wait, hold on. No, fucking do it again.
Hey, bring that gain down a little bit too, there, bud.
Here we are at the Baby Billy Biker Bonkers 300.
That's the best thing I ever
shit.
fucking heard in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who, Lou's game?
All of ours. It's a little loud, but we're good. Yeah. So with this
Bring the gain
50th
down in
episode,
post.
50th episode, let's seriously do it live. We have some lav mics. I'll bet we can get them to work good enough for that.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I have the set of 4 still, so we can fucking mic up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I tell you what, last night when I was racing against Billy, he was right in front of me. I called him
Oh, I love it.
every fucking name I could. He was
Oh, dude, as soon as one of you that I love with my whole heart gets in front of me, you're every dirty motherfucker. I'm coming to kill you in the
Oh, and you
book.
can hear each other so clearly
Yeah,
out there.
oh,
too.
I'm coming to get you. Oh, I'm chasing you.
It'll definitely be labeled.
You
not safe
son of
for
a
work.
bitch.
yeah, fucking Billy was on a 100. I'm on my bike that's fucking fast as shit. And I am seriously the whole time like, you fucking cocksucker, get out of my fucking way, motherfucker. And like, he's just laughing because he's on this slow ass bike.
And
but
he
he
can hear
races.
every
He knows
word
how to
you
ride.
said, yeah.
He knows how to ride. So he just
Hey,
outrode.
so let's say at some point, my little fucking 3-wheeler gets done.
Mm.
Is that allowed?
Absolutely. Well,
I
I'm
think
sure
we're
we can
mov-
do a modified race.
We're moving to more than one wheel race, I think,
Well,
at some point. We
it
have.
slicks.
Yeah.
We just kind of go with the flow.
Well, and, we can do a fucking wheelie contest or something.
Oh yeah,
It'll be fun.
they will rock at the slow race.
Mayor Lou fucking wheelie contest.
Well, shit, I'll drop some more LBs and fucking get on one of them bikes though too. So.
I know you will, dude.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't
How
fucking
far are
wait.
you down there?
Just under, well, probably at 38 pounds now.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck
dude,
yes, Lou.
Fuck
But
yeah,
just
dude.
under 37.
38 pounds.
Over the weekend.
Fuck yeah, dude. So I have been on this journey as well, and I, for the only second time since I was 21, am under 200 pounds. I'm at
Fuck yeah.
198.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
You know what they call that?
Fuck yeah,
you're
brother.
You're in the Wonderland. now.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Wonder how I'm gonna afford all new pants. That's what I'm wondering, dude. Jesus.
I made it to my goal. I wanted to be under a certain amount by the end of May, and I hit that 2 days before the end of May.
rock
Fucking
on.
congrats,
Cheers
dude.
to you, brother.
2 pounds under that goal. So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You're gonna have to call us half tooth grin.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
we-
them assholes that call us fat tooth grin can't do that shit no more.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck him.
They didn't want to fight us though.
Well, at least for another 6 months, and then after that,
Richie, he just called you out. That was
Yeah.
all Richie. Dude, he made a shirt and everything, and he was afraid to show it to me because I could tell I was like, I have that sense of humor. You show me a fucking parody image of our logo
Oh,
that
yeah.
says Fat Tooth Grin, I'm gonna fucking laugh at it. But I don't
Oh,
think he
absolutely.
knew that at the time, and so he showed it to me, and I just fell the fuck out, dude.
well, he's
because-
already got 2 strikes. He with the fat tooth grin, and then our show in March, he fucking stripper danced to me. Didn't appreciate it.
I didn't appreciate it.
Oh, Richie, you got one coming from Mayor Lou.
Yeah.
It's
bud.
okay, Ray. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I just kid.
So do you guys want to talk about some music or anything?
I'd love that.
No.
Perhaps some Mayhem.
Yeah.
Oh, we just talked about Mayhem.
Yeah.
Mini bikes.
mini bike fucking mayhem.
We
dude.
figured that half of the equation out. Now let's revert to music.
Yeah, so I've been like kind of in this rabbit hole lately with listening to Loudwire. Really good fucking podcast to anybody out there wants to listen. Yeah, his name's Chuck Armstrong that does it, but he interviews legit like fucking famous musicians, dude. So the one that really caught me and really brought up this topic for me was he interviewed Sonny Sandoval from POD. And I basically kind of heard that because he was interviewing the one I listened to right before it was with Jacoby from Drowning Pool. And so they were talking about Sonny and all this, dude. And it brought up the fucking idea of being in a metal band, you know, and PODs, they're new metal, but being in that world and being Christian and being as successful as they are, you know, that's a super fine line because you have lots of bands, you know, Slayer and, you know, Exodus and things like that, dude, that really teeter on a little bit more blood and hardcore, you know, all that shit.
And all that Norwegian black metal, like all of that
Yeah.
stuff is based on.
Based on Satan, dude.
I figured it would
Fuck
give him
yeah,
give him a
Satan.
jump because a lot of the whole Christian population out there is
got a
looking for the
built-in
edgiest.
audience.
They're looking
Yeah.
for the edgiest music they can
Sure.
that they can listen to in an acceptable, you know.
To me, it's NA beer and normal beer. You know, how close can we get
Right.
without actually?
Well, the
being-
other side of that too is there's a lot of extreme metal bands out there that just call themselves Christian because of that built-in audience.
Right.
They're exploiting that ideal of like, I mean, even Jesus lovers like something heavy every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while, you got to get all that goofy shit out of your head and crank some fucking metal.
Yep.
And Jesus people do that too, from what I've been told.
Well, it was cool because in that
I don't
interview,
have the
dude,
figures in front of me, but
in that podcast, dude, when he's talking to Sonny, he brings up like who his Jesus is. And he's talking about, he's like, dude, he's like, the Jesus I'm into, he's like, he's punk rock to the bone, dude. He's like,
brother, fucking
he's like
hell
this
yeah.
European version of Jesus, you know, and he goes off on this whole thing. And he's,
I picture my Jesus kind of like in a tuxedo T-shirt.
Righteous Gemstones once again.
No, Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Oh, yeah, that was Talladega.
Yeah.
casual,
same
but I'm here to have a good
curly-headed
time.
fucking weirdo. That's all I know. They're all weird.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had to wheeze that joke in there.
But no, it was cool, man. And there's lots of rad topics that were hitting home when it comes to Blacktooth. And, you know, another one, they're talking to Buzz Osborne, dude. And that guy's fucking intense. If you don't know who Buzz is, or if you don't listen to the Melvins, you probably don't listen to this podcast. But the fucking Melvins lead singer, dude, that guy he doesn't care. He's trash talking.
He doesn't have to anymore.
Yeah, he fucking trash
The
talks.
dude that
everything.
famously fired fucking Kurt Cobain.
Yep.
Wouldn't work with him in the studio, said he couldn't be on tour with him. I don't work with a fucking junkie. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
really? No, you no, fuck you.
No.
Like,
Yeah. And
Honestly, dude, that's Buzzo. Everybody,
Hard pass.
yeah,
the Melvins were always one of those that did that shit that everybody else wasn't doing.
yep.
You listen to a Melvins album, you know it's a fucking Melvins
Well,
album.
there's 28 fucking Melvins
Yeah,
albums.
dude, they've been doing it for 45
yeah,
years.
1983 is when they started. So it's fucking unreal.
I was pretty
dude.
fucking close on that.
Look at you. You can't know. You don't know how many fucking episodes we've got, but
I know how
you know
many
how
albums
many
the
fucking,
Melvins.
how long the Melvins have been around, how many albums, and where Buzz was born,
I
and
like
Where
how
everybody
old he
came
is,
from,
and-
yeah.
I like his fancy wizard costume he wears on stage these days. His big silvery fucking robe, tunic thing he wears.
Jesus.
With
And
that
now
goofy
his
hair.
giant weird hair is all gray and fucking
Oh, and he keeps it, dude.
Yeah.
I would rock that hair too. It's kind of his icon.
yeah. That's what makes him Buzz, I guess.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. So one of the things he was talking about that was cool is like we're all kind of old enough to, we remember trying to find music before you could just jump on fucking Spotify and search new music and things like that.
Oh,
So-
yeah, we're buy fucking 6 albums for a penny, people.
Yeah, so he's
Right.
he's just old enough that he would get in like Hit Parader magazine or Cream magazine back in the 70s when he was in high school, and he'd
Parader.
see the band name and you couldn't like go search it like, oh, what do these guys sound like? And so he, the first album he ordered was a Sex Pistols album. Never heard of him, but he wanted to check it out.
That's
So he,
crazy how much you would rely on the article about the band,
yeah,
and like, well, fuck, man, I hope what he's saying is right.
Right,
'cause I'm
all
about
the
to go
write-ups
spend
about it,
$12 on
Yeah.
this fucking album.
yeah.
Growing-
So he'd go out and work and give his mom a check. Or give his mom cash. She'd write him a check so he could then mail that in and wait 6 to 8 fucking weeks to get his fucking album, his record that he's never heard. He'd wait
Places
6 to
it.
8 weeks.
Geographical oddity.
Yeah, and here we are complaining when an Amazon order takes 2 fucking days.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
No, I remember
and then-
remember the fucking getting the Columbia House shit, man. We couldn't go online and be like, what does that album sound like?
No.
All of the shit we based it off of is
Mm-hmm.
what our friends said. All the tapes that we were passing around at the time. Remember just like making mixtapes of shit you heard and wanted to fucking, and we would just pass mixtapes around of like underground music and shit.
Yep, or you'd borrow a cassette from a buddy and just record the whole thing, because you wanted
Oh,
the
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Metallica Garage Days album.
Put a piece of scotch tape over it and record over my fucking Garth Brooks albums.
Fuck
I
yeah.
remember how awesome it was when like Fred Meyer or Hastings had like the listening stations where you could listen to it.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah.
Holy
Check it
shit,
out.
memory
Oh,
unlocked,
man.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
That was huge. And then after
Wow.
that, they had it so you could only listen to like a couple tracks. They
Oh,
fucking-
yeah.
Well,
whatever, but
growing up in
still.
northern Montana, we had absolute limited resources on what you would hear. In fact, it's a well-known fact that at the border of Montana, they stop the music and they delay it by at least 5 years. Like they're just now hearing Five Finger Death Punch up there. It's incredible. But
Montana, I
They're
feel
fucking
so bad.
huge
for you
in
guys, yeah.
Montana.
So when the Columbia House thing came up, I had to pick every one of those albums just by the art on the cover. I didn't know, you can't. I didn't know who was who, and so you
Yeah.
really just throw the dice. But I mean, wasn't that big a dice because it was 6 CDs for a penny, and you didn't have to do anything else. That's
Did you guys have a record store like up there?
well in
like-
Kalispell, but Kalispell was 30 miles away. and it
Yeah,
was
so
tough
like
to-
in your little town, you couldn't just go down to your local record
Dude,
shop and
we didn't have a stoplight,
Yeah,
let alone a
nice.
record store.
That
That's where I was lucky. We had a family friend named Mike Dunn that opened up a record shop. He'd been in a really bad car crash coming back from a concert in Twin Falls and got paralyzed, and so he couldn't do his normal job anymore. So he, got his insurance money and he started a fucking record store in Haley, Idaho. And at that time, I think Haley was 2,000 people. So we had one stoplight, but I'd go down there. He was a family friend. He was my cousin's best friend, and I'd go down there as a little kid, like 3rd and 4th grade. And I remember the first cassette that he ever gave me was the Steppenwolf 16 Greatest Hits.
Oh, you goddamn
Yep.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and I actually still have that cassette. I took Sharpie and drew a black line around the edge because I didn't like the white cassette.
Nice.
But I'd go in there, dude, and he'd turn me on to yet another one. Warrant's Cherry Pie. I got that
Fucking A.
cassette. And so when I was a kid, I had somebody that was listening to like rock and roll and stuff, and he would say, "Hey, this is good. Go listen to it."
Nice.
Yeah. So
See, I didn't have any mentors like that. I actually bought in Columbia House. I actually ordered the Slaughter album, thinking it was Slayer. Boy, was I disappointed when I got that shit.
Aren't they the ones that did that Up All Night song or whatever? Up All
Yeah, it had the
Night.
chick on the I don't know, the knife throwing thing. I don't know. She was tied to it.
Oh, dude, it was so much fun to just sexually exploit women on album covers
That's all
back in
they
the
did.
80s.
Yeah, that's all they did.
Yeah, if you didn't have a chick on your album cover, you weren't gonna make
Or
it.
dancing on the hood of your Jaguar.
That's right. Fuck yeah, dude. So I just thought it was really cool, dude, to like hear how he had to go through finding influences. Mm-hmm. You know, he was in a little redneck town. I mean, it was bad for you to listen to that kind of shit, dude. And he'd get his ass kicked. You know, he even brought it up. He's like, "That's a quick way to get your ass kicked."
Oh, dude, when I moved to here, if you were listening to Ozzy, people looked at you funny. Because
yeah.
out here, everybody was kind of like, still kind of hicky when we moved up here to
yeah.
Meridian.
Yeah,
I mean,
where I
was
grew
still
up, there was a
kinda-
lot of cocaine in the '80s, so there was a lot of rock and roll too.
Well, show wise, it depends on how you whip them into shape. Like either one of you could probably sell music in obscure locations. Like I remember back in the day, we did a show in Top Dead Center where we played in Big Timber, Montana, which is in between Livingston and Billings. It's just there's less teeth than there are bars
People?
in the entire town, and we were
Free
kind
is
of
the
basically
answer.
a half cover band at the time because we were trying to stack up money, and but we refused to not be heavy, and so our covers were like Slayer, South of Heaven, and stuff like that. And sure as shit, we started the show, and it was a bunch of literally overalls and whatnot hanging out there, just like, I don't fucking think so. And then by the time we were halfway done with that show, they were all moshing and having a great time.
Oh hell yeah, beer!
Lots of
Montana, they were drinking beer since like 3 days earlier.
Well, you're hurting for any entertainment up there whatsoever.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, it's amazing how it's progressed, dude. I mean,
Yeah, I remember, like when I was growing up, shit. I mean, I didn't know what to listen to, So I mean, whatever my older brother was listening to, and of course he went through phases, and so I remember the first time I heard Metallica, I was like, holy shit, this is the fucking coolest thing I've ever fucking
Which
heard
album
in my
was it?
life. And Justice for All.
All right, me too.
Like, dude, fucking coolest shit I ever fucking heard. And then, like he started listening to fucking country, and I'm like, oh, okay, fucking Garth Brooks, all right,
Dude, we all loved Garth.
I
Everybody
still
loved
do.
Garth.
I still love Garth.
And then, like from that, that's when he really got like fucking religious and started listening to fucking shit.
Striper.
That's when I was like, all right, fucking.
Pump
And
the
then
brakes.
right about then was when Jeremy moved into town, and so it was kind of like, well, what do you listen to?
He took
Garth
him-
Brooks and
Oh.
MC Hammer.
took you
and
under
Okay.
his
fucking,
musical
you
wings.
know, a little bit,
Slayer
and
and
then,
Boys to Men.
We both
Johnny
found,
Cash.
we both found fucking rap, and it was
Oh,
like,
dude.
okay.
That's why Doggy Style
So-
being the album of the week last time
Yeah,
we
that was
had
good.
one of these
Yeah.
was a big deal because, like I said, man, that's literally Lou and I fucking grew up to that album.
yeah,
Like we done some dumb shit
it's funny 'cause
with
that's
that album as the soundtrack.
that's on my turntable right now. So after album of the week, I went home and I was like, "Yep," and it's still on there. So when I was grabbing album of the week today, I fucking was like, "Ah, look at that! There it is."
I had to put
So many times we should have died while that album was playing.
so many.
Yeah.
That should have been the fucking song that played during my death. Like, or that album, any song off of that album, because we done some dumb shit to that album,
Fuck yeah, dude! I still
and we
do
done
dumb
some fun
to it.
shit to that album.
Well, that's what made
Crip walked
yeah.
across the street.
That's what made it. That's what made it fun is because we didn't die.
Yeah, fucking drink to that.
It wasn't dumb.
Speaking of album of the week, should I whip mine out?
Hold on a second while I whip this out.
Yeah, so I'm
What you
gonna
got
do
for
that.
us?
I got.
It's a
probably-
big surprise.
It's awesome. So as you guys know, we like all kinds of music, and I know everybody in this room is gonna love this. But
Great
this
segue. We were
is
just talking about all kinds of music.
JJ Grey and Mofro.
God damn.
So this is kind of like their greatest hits. It's got obviously Lock Loose on it. You know that if you guys don't know JJ Grey that's listening to this, do yourself a favor, go buy it. The Orange Blossoms album, any of that,
I
dude.
love Orange Blossom.
That's probably the one that'll ring you in, to the JJ Grey fan club. But I think we've seen him. I know I've seen him at least 6 times live.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. But it's also the only one. JJ Grey does a cover of Tupelo Honey by Van Morrison, and the only place you can get it, you can stream it and whatnot, but the only place you can buy a physical copy of that is on the Choice Cuts. So
Were we all together downtown Boise?
Fuck, he played a
Walking
Live After
through-
5, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
He
So we were all
absolutely
together,
did. Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Audrey and I were trying to remember, but they ran out of Rolling Rock and started serving Zonker Stout, and we lost about half that fucking night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I think they were with us. And she goes, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No, we were all there. I think we
Okay.
rode together.
They played the
Okay.
Nip once, and I got to smoke a joint with them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I got so fucking high, dude.
Dude, so when that happened,
It was my own weed, but it was like better when you smoked it with Mo.
Somebody super cool.
that was way back. Mikey, the original Blacktooth drummer, he was there, and he and I were looking at Anthony, the drummer for JJ Gray, and he walks out on stage after being back there with you, and he sits down behind us, and he only plays a real simple like 3-piece drum kit, and he
Oh,
sits
dude,
down,
he's the coolest
and
little
he puts
jazzy
both
drummer.
fingers on his lower eyelids, and he's like, oh, and looks out at us, and just fucking smiles, dude. And they played really well. They played
For
really
as
well
fucking
after that.
stoned as I got.
They
him.
slowed it down a bit. they, they
Dude,
played
and
well.
JJ Gray got drunk that night and started giving the backstory about she got ass like an army mule.
Yeah.
And he stood there for like, he must have caught a buzz that night because he said he didn't usually get drunk on stage.
And he said shit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
He made a
and-
big
and-
deal of it. Oh,
and
my
Jake-
bad. He's
Jake-
southern
He's a southern gentleman,
Oh,
and he
man.
doesn't cuss in front of women, and he said shit. But I'm pretty sure I told you guys how I heard of these guys. I used to work with a guy named Walter, and he lived in Colorado Springs. And they had heard JJ Gray. Some friends told him to go check it out. So they go to the show, but it snowed so hard nobody showed up. There was like 10 people at this JJ Gray show. Since there wasn't that many people, they get up, they'd play 2 or 3 songs, then they'd come down, hang out with you, and have a drink, shoot some pool, and then they'd go back up and play.
Oh shit.
So
That's
Walter
so cool.
Walter was telling me about this, and this is in the very early Blacktooth days when I hadn't heard of him, and he was telling me the story about him. So I took off to the record exchange at lunch, hadn't heard him, and bought the Lock Lusa CD.
If you guys stick around to the very end of the episode, we'll put this on the record player and we'll hit
Yeah.
you just that first 10 seconds of that
Of
first
Lock
track.
Lusa.
Dude, I still
Yeah.
remember
Yep.
when you introduced, JJ Gray to us, and showed us Lock Lusa. Holy
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah, it's
Man, it was fucking grabs you by the boo-boos.
Yep.
You know?
And I tell you, all you single men out there, if you are looking for somebody to go on a date with, go to a JJ Gray show. Because all of the middle-aged women are there, and they are ready to go once they hear JJ Gray sing.
Like a Snoop concert.
That is
Oh,
a
God.
fact.
They're either crying or they're throwing their bras up on stage. Like I don't know what it is
A
about the
Snoop
dude.
concert's a little different because every 40-year-old woman gets gangster as fuck.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
had no idea your wife could crip walk to take her to a fucking Snoop show, and she's fucking. What the fuck? I'll be goddamned.
It's got a blue rag hanging out of
was-
his pocket.
She.
It was amazing. We went to the Snoop show, Stacy and I did, and I never saw more 50-year-old white women that are just like, no, I'm thug right here, I'm thug.
Oh hell yeah,
Hard.
yeah. It's fucking fabulous, dude. I'm gonna see walk out of here just because you said Snoop. Dude. I gangster rapped Friday last Friday. How about you?
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Absolutely.
Every fucking Friday.
Every fucking Friday. Yeah. So that was album of the week.
Thanks for hanging out with us for album of the week.
JJ Gray and Mofro. So I'm gonna pass it over there. Somebody might want to take a look at it over there and make sure.
Just
there's
hang
no
out till the end
dust
of the
on it.
episode.
Yeah, and we'll play it.
We'll play a little bit of
I'll
Lock
give you a
Loose.
little bit of it. But yeah. So what else you got for me?
Just
Lou's
got sports fan of the week.
No, I ain't.
He's going for music news.
Oh, you got make a bit.
Oh, you got
so
something good.
This Saturday, Audrey, there's an art show down at the Nam Pacific Center.
Oh.
And so they've asked her, to play some acoustic guitar.
Oh hell yeah!
So she shows at 6:30, and she'll play for a couple hours. And
At the Nam Pacific Center.
yep,
Nice.
So there's an art show you can cruise through, check out some cool art.
That's fantastic.
Listen to Audrey jam out some tunes and fucking have a good time.
Fuck yeah.
Goddamn right.
Have a
Everybody
beer,
show up and
have
support
some wine,
Audrey.
That sounds
whatever.
like a great time.
I will.
One art, please.
I will.
Ooh, we can dress up.
Have to tell you, I'm gonna have to miss it because every weekend, we're up working on the property. But send her my
Property
very
is
best.
taking over your life.
Dude, I'm starting to write Jackal songs, dude. I'm fucking running so many chainsaws.
my chain jacked my lumber since I ain't saw you. Or
Yeah, something like that.
You gotta change your last name to DeWoods.
Well, yeah, you goddamn
just
right
in the
you are.
wood.
dude.
And then
I'm gonna butter your Twinkie, dude. You keep talking to me like that. Is that what you say?
That
squirrels.
sounds much more appealing than threatening.
I'm gonna butter your Twinkie.
I'm gonna butter your Twinkie.
No, dude.
I'm
So I
interested.
have a deal up there. I call it logging and dogging.
Hell yeah.
So you cut down trees and then you share a hot dog with your friends.
Well,
That sounds like gay porn.
It
is what
does.
that sound-
So
I
that's
think you
where
should
I'm-
describe it differently.
That's why
I
I'm
wouldn't-
struggling with the next one.
I
dude.
wouldn't look that up on the internet.
yeah.
I know.
Logging and dogging. Yep.
Yeah. So
agree.
I've tried to coin this, but the other
You're
problem I
doing it
have
wrong.
is we have a backhoe. We have a backhoe up there now. So I was thinking, is it hoeing and broing?
Nope. That's also equally as awful to Google.
I dare you. I
Okay.
dare you to Google.
If you Google that, it's two dudes having sex in a porta potty. I fucking guarantee it. It makes you want to. It age verifies you
And
before
their
it shows you.
their sexual act is logging and dogging.
Whatever
While
they're
hoeing and
into,
broing?
that's none of my business.
don't
I'm
know.
into it. All right. Whatever.
I'm not going to get into the logistics
So if you
of it.
coin this, let's maybe work on the PR angle of it a bit, because it sounds like you're trying to sell me the rights to a gay porn right now.
I think we need to take a whole different angle. That's it.
Yes,
So what if we find out a word that would work with lumberjack?
you're already pushing it.
Jacking
Just
and
the way you
jacking
said
and
it.
cracking.
Jacking and cracking.
Don't
dude.
encourage this. The way you said
feel like we're
lumberjack
going
made
back-
me feel like you want to make a gay porn.
I feel like we're going backwards.
What the fuck are you guys doing up on this property?
I keep trying to get you to come up there with me tomorrow, and you won't go.
What the fuck?
Logging and dogging, baby.
No, I'm not interested
I don't
anymore. I
think-
mean,
I don't- I
I
don't
do
think
want a
you should
hot
go.
dog.
If you go, take some penicillin or something.
I thought you were going to say take pictures. Like, what the fuck are you into now? You weird ass motherfuckers.
Well,
We're gonna do some digging
Oh,
and
don't
pigging after
Send
that.
that shit to me.
Did you say digging and pegging?
Digging and pigging after
I
that.
thought you said pegging it. It's just getting even fucking worse.
it's like the old Chinese finger trap, dude. It fucking.
I'm definitely not lumberjacking with you.
Hey, you know what? Actually, there's like 3 different fucking definitions for the word pegging. The one that you young fuckers,
Speaking of which,
you young fuckers think that's
if it precedes the words "your pants," that's not.
You know, I saw a whole thing on Facebook where it's when one dude's bike runs out of gas and the other one's bike is still running. You're a long fucking way out of town. You get him in neutral and you put your foot on his foot peg and you push both of you into town. And then there was a whole string of comments from old dudes who was like, I just pegged my buddy last weekend. I've been pegging my whole life.
I believe I've been pegged before.
Well,
Okay, we got to wrap this up.
Well, I'm just trying to find out a PC way to talk about my activities.
You don't talk about pegging and
I don't-
wood fucking lumberjacking.
don't talk about jacking and cracking. Or,
Here's what you say.
Or
I
fucking
went up there and chopped some trees down, and then I ate
Wood-
a hot dog.
wood-
Chopping and
wood,
shopping.
wood splitting and fucking cookie dipping. I don't know
What
whatever
if
you
we
said.
do like falling and balling?
No, brother.
No, just because it got balls in it.
Lemon and rimming then?
Oh,
So real quick, I'm just gonna.
I love that interjection. Just a quick aside.
Did you say lemon and rimming?
Lemon and rimmon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one's getting used up
Okay, now you got my interest again. I've come back around to the idea.
all the way around, full circle, baby.
Go ahead.
Lou, you were going
I'm-
to say?
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Lou's given up fully
I'm
on this
done.
podcast.
Interject.
It's just no. I'm done. I'm
I have no
actually done.
authority.
I'm finished.
Oh, well, Lou's
finished.
Mayor Governor Lou, episode 45. I appreciate you sticking it out this long. And
Holy shit, are we not at 50 yet?
no,
Squirrels in the Attic, 2 weeks
Ooh.
outdoors
Oh, yeah.
at
That's right.
Rocco's.
Nice.
I'll have more details. Shit, I should have them now because we're not.
You should.
You know what? I'll have more details when we record again, and you'll hear it just in fucking time.
Ooh.
That is
Perfect.
awesome.
Squirrels is Lou's alter ego
Oh,
band.
yeah. Yeah,
Fuck
that's yeah.
Can we bring mini bikes?
You fucking A.
I think we should show up and make that a fucking party.
I agree.
you should ride mini bikes to the show.
I think we should just
Yeah.
do a 40-person ride out to the show.
I only
on
ask.
minis.
I only ask because the a gentleman named Alan, a friend of ours, in the mini bike,
Gentleman.
a mini bike community of the Mini Nasty Motorcycle Club,
Our rival
was talking about
rival.
Rocco's.
Oh, shit.
I think he probably hangs out at Rocco's, and he was talking about the
Then
potential.
you guys definitely need to show up and be like,
That's right.
hey,
We got to.
And it'll be like an old school fucking West Side Story.
You've
where
been
we'll be like,
served,
you're on my turf.
right?
Fuck yeah.
Knife fight like Sharks versus Jets. There's a throwback.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Be
I'm
like,
so
you're lucky
fucking
Justin's up in the woods cramming and jamming.
Oh,
I'll be here.
Woo! That's
Farting.
a log jam. Got myself a log jam. No?
it gets worse.
No?
Every time you add a detail to the
Logging
story.
and frogging.
Yeah, Justin's like, hey, yeah, so I got a guy up there. He's filming me having sex with another man. That is basically what just came
Sticking
out.
and pricking.
This is only because
I'm done.
I like that one too though. This is because that's only where your mind goes, Jeremy.
Because I'm gay as fuck.
Yeah.
And I have autism. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
No, it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun. We
been
talked
a
about
fun
some
one.
music.
So there's
some-
stuff we're also supposed to say. I think the young folks say smash the prescription
Smash the like.
prescription button. I think
Yeah.
you're supposed to hit the prescription button and
Smash the like
Yeah.
button.
yeah,
Yeah.
smash the like,
Like and subscribe.
Like and prescribe. And,
like and prescribe.
yes.
And
so you guys
as
at
they
home,
say.
if you made it this far, you see why we're doing this only every other week now.
Well, only because we needed this good content.
I mean,
That's
tell
true.
me you didn't have fun, people. Come on.
I had
I
fun.
had fun.
I have fun.
So we do have a show coming up, another local show. It's
Oh, I thought you meant
Larkspur.
we had a show coming up. I had
no,
this
man,
Man, I
moment
should have
of
known.
panic.
I should have been practicing.
We are writing music. But we got Larkspur at the Vista Bar on June 12th, 9 p.m. free show
At the Vista.
at the Vista, dude. The
Wow.
little A-frame, right?
Yeah.
It's like an A-frame
Yep.
place. I've never been in there, but yeah.
Never?
That'll be cool.
Well, you're going to that one, right?
No. No, I'll be in the mountains.
He's going to be
God damn it.
wood splitting and cookie dipping. Or whatever.
Yeah, dude. Not on my diet. It's going to be some
There it is.
broccoli dipping.
It's going to be gluten-free dipping.
Yeah, whatever.
He's gonna be-
I saved that one all episode for you.
So, if you guys want more of this fantastic stuff, or if you just, or if you just want to buy some really cool merch, maybe you should go to the Vintage Lotus Studio.com,
That's right.
buy some Blacktooth merch or some Music of Mayhem merch. You can also
want some of this fantastic stuff.
you can like and subscribe on YouTube, Music of Mayhem 208. There's also a Blacktooth GRIN YouTube. Follow that. We have a website now, blacktoothgrin.band.
.band.
We remembered that one. We're on the face page. We're on the fucking Instagram. We're on the TikTok, right? We're on the TikTok.
Tic Tac.
TikTok.
I think so.
Right. This is why you keep fucking Dumb and Dumber
Ooh,
away
this
from each
fell
other
the
over
fuck
there.
apart, didn't it? Jesus.
Why, over the word fantastic, but logging and dogging got you
Good.
worried? Dude?
No, I'm good. I think I blew snot on my. I'm good. I'm good.
Are you okay?
I just, in my brain, my fucking brain, the way my brain fires immediately made a TikTok clip of me belching all over my microphone and you saying, if you guys want some more of this fantastic.
Dude,
Well, I just fucking love it. I love it. So, since the other 3/4 of my band, well, half,
perfect fucking timing,
Hyatt's,
bro.
Hyatt's somewhat holding it together.
Dude, it was great timing.
I'm
just
gonna
saying.
I'm gonna say jump into those things I
God
just
damn.
talked about there. If you heard any of it,
I'll
buy
have
up
to
some
go back
Blacktooth
and
merch.
listen. I didn't hear shit.
Buy up some merch. You know, support your local music. Support the Vintage Lotus. You know, a lot of time goes into this, believe it or not. And if you wanted to fire up that little record player there, we'll
Yeah, everybody
play
tune
the
in and
beginning
play your
of
thing.
Loch Lusa. This is we have no copyright to this. This is JJ
No,
Graham Mofro's
we have to
song.
only give just a little bit or they'll
Yeah,
sue the shit
yeah,
out
but
of
you
us.
get you know the very beginning. You got to hear it. So
And
Uh,
also,
why don't you go over there and do it, and I'll talk while we're telling goodbye. You know how to run that thing. So
Also,
Let's
cheers to
cut
Rev.
to it.
you want to cut to it?
Yeah, we'll cut
All
to it.
right.
Also,
we're only going to do it
cheers
on
to
the
Reverend
YouTube.
Blotus.
Yes.
Cheers to Reverend Blotus.
Reverend Blotus Pepper, dude. Fucking love you, bro.
Yes.
And
Cheers to Pepper.
it's been 8 years.
Yeah.
It was 8
Jesus
years as
fucking
of
Christ.
fucking Memorial Day.
Really?
So, yeah.
Ooh, hey, let's put it up for John Vardy as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, our longtime Blacktooth fan and friend, man. We pretty much raised his daughters on our music. They were at all our shows, and And cheers to you, man. We lost him yesterday to a heart attack. So, not to end this on a sour note,
It's a
man.
tough
but rest
age
in
group.
paradise, brother. And
Love each
cheers.
other.
Cheers to a fallen one.
Cheers. And we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Music of Mayhem.
All right, everybody. As promised, album
I'm
of the
not
week.
stupid.
JJ Gray and Mofro. Here you go. Little sample.
That is enough.